Welcome, everyone, to the Hoppy Thoughts Podcast. This is episode 5, coming to you live, as always, from Chet's Garage. I am Will, and that is Chet.
Yes, hello, everyone.
Again, this is the best variety podcast out there. Thank you all, any listeners out there. Thank you all for listening. I'll put that in the forward part of the podcast. As always, like, subscribe, comment, do all the things necessary for content creators like us to keep bringing you fun stuff. I like to think this is fun.
This is fun. Welcome to another episode of me fucking with my microphone.
I thought this was set up already.
It is set up, but I'm just not. I realize that like the camera is like literally in front of my eyes here, so I'm like,
oh yeah.
Maybe that's the way.
This is setting up a podcast ASMR.
This is yeah. Let's just make a bunch
nice
of like
and
little
calm,
fucking tinker noises
lightning
constantly.
Chet bought us some beer. Do you know anything about it?
Yes. So specifically about the beer or why I bought the beer, you know what? Let's go down the rabbit hole of why I landed on Peroni.
Okay.
I was, and I'll give more information on this in a little bit as we start talking about our topic for this afternoon. Specifically, I got Peroni because it is Italian.
Okay.
There was a different drink I was going to get. It doesn't have anything to do with the story. It is just what has been reported the typical drink of the demographic that we'll be looking into, specifically the mafia.
Okay.
Have been known.
That was quite a way to put that.
That was quite a way to put that. Yes, but specifically the mafia has been known to order a cutty and a water.
Okay.
Cutty or cutty sark. So C-U-T-T-Y, something I've never had, is a Scottish whiskey. And so basically they were just taking a shooter and some water.
Yeah.
Or a shot in water.
Uh-huh.
They're working towards their yearly shot count. But, yeah, they, specifically the folks that we talked about at Robert's Lounge, or we will talk about Robert's Lounge, once again has nothing to do with the story. Yes, I went to Total Wine. Shout out Total Wine, please.
Shout out.
Please give us money.
We would love that. We would drink all of your product.
It could be in-store credit. I'd love that.
Yeah, that'd be
take in-store credit.
In-store credit.
Shit, you know what? Fuck the in-store credit. Give me points. I'm accruing points right and left.
We don't
it's
want
90
points.
days. You get 90 days of points. We could use the points to buy beer every time.
They do sell like cigars there. That's
do.
actually my preferred place to get cigars is at Total Wine.
They do have the better cigar selection, and their humidor is walk-in, which I think is, if you're going to get a nice cigar, it has to be a walk-in humidor.
It is nice.
But anyhow, Cutty Sark. I went to Total Wine. I was like, hey, do you guys have Cutty Sark? And the guy looked at me like,
I've never. I would imagine like,
same.
Are you a
and
psychopath?
he was like, why do you want Cutty Sark? Come to find out, Cutty Sark's like kind of shitty Scottish whiskey. Like it's not good stuff. And they only sell it in like the like what is that called? A handle. So like only
this
a
is
big bottle.
really bad.
And it's $18.99 for the handle. Yeah.
That's really bad.
Yeah. I looked at some reviews of it beforehand because I was like, oh, we're going to be talking about, some mafia members, not all of them, but we'll be talking about some of the mafia members, and specifically the heist this evening that we'll be speaking on was planned in this bar called Robert's Lounge. The FBI did investigate them at this location, but it was reported by the FBI that, yes, these mobsters are notorious for all they want is a cutty and water. That's all they drink.
Fascinating. That to me feels like a very just poor criminal. It's just it's what I do to get a buzz. It's like the most buzz per dollar you can get.
It's like I went to a bar and I saw that another patron at the bar was ordering what was it? It wasn't even like it's like no, it wasn't well tequila. God, I'm really floundering this story right now. Essentially, they ordered a well liquor and then a Sprite. And what they would do is they would drink half of a shot and then sip on the Sprite.
Yeah.
And, of course, the question comes up of, like, why don't you just get a cocktail and get that
just making
with
a cocktail
Sprite?
in their stomach.
Well, their response was,
live.
it's actually cheaper. You can get like $1 Sprite and like a $2 shot. Versus if I order a cocktail, it's like $6 or $7. It's cheaper to just order them separate. And I was
so this is the extreme couponing of bar going.
Yeah, that's like not. I'm down on my luck, but damn close to it. You know, like.
So they would get like a that's nasty.
Yeah, just a whiskey and some fucking Sprite. And
I remember
that's what they did. That's what they shot, man.
Well, as you're getting into these, maybe that reminds me of when we went to the metal bar and we ordered a tequila shot, and the tequila was hot.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was just a hot bar in general. It was just like melting outside, but they didn't like refrigerate or have any of their liquors on ice. So the shot that they gave us was fucking hot, like out of the microwave.
The last time I did this so close to my hand, slice that bad boy open.
Ooh, that was clean.
But
thank you.
Not this time, ladies and gents. My hand's still kind of fucked up from that, actually, if we're going to be honest.
I also remember at that same place, the metal bar, you spun the Wheel of Death that they had there, the fun child's game painted black with skulls and things on it.
Yeah.
And you got the turkey sandwich shot.
The mayo sandwich shot. The turkey
so
mayo
nasty.
sandwich, dude. That was fucking gross.
Which was vodka and mayonnaise. That's what it was. Vodka and mayonnaise.
Yeah, it was. They said it was mayo, but I think it was milk. It was way too thin. Like, mayo would have, like, a thickness to it, and this was, like, liquid through and through. So I think it was really just milk. They were out of mayo, but, yeah, it was gross. She did promise me that I would throw up, and that kind of just made me determine that I wouldn't.
Yeah, you're strong.
But it was tough.
You took
was
it
a
down.
tough shot. I mean, I spun the wheel.
You did.
And
I got like a lemon drop shot.
Origins
really
of our wheel or our thought process there, but
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You always have the Malort up there waiting and watching.
Dude, that Malort
waiting
is,
politely to be.
I'm not looking forward to that. I know you haven't had it, and
no, I haven't.
That is like that's tough. That actually might be top 3 worst. I think that might even be worse than the turkey mayo shot I had.
You think?
That shit's terrible.
We're gonna have to drink it one day.
The fact that there are people
maybe it was a part
out
of the
there,
bonus episode.
I feel like I mean maybe, but the fact that there are people out there who are like, yeah, I just want a glass of Malort. I want to come home and I want
The glass of Malort and the Sprite.
Cold glass of Malort. Man, you are a freak. You can go hang out with old Miyazaki.
Oh, he's a real freak. Callback.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I look at the analytics on all of our channels and different things that we have every day, every hour.
Good for you.
Every
man.
time I go to the toilet, which is at least 20 times a day, I look at them. I scroll through each one.
On the hour.
And I'm just like, number went up by 1. Number go higher. I always get so excited. Well, I've been recently looking at and studying.
Oh,
Skunky.
Oh, wait. Yes. I'll speak on this really fast. So Will and I earlier were talking about there are particular beers that have a very specific taste to them that kind of make them unique. And we kind of found out, Will found out what the origins of that taste were from, but specifically things like Corona and Heineken almost have like this skunkiness taste to them, or like it is almost, I guess skunkiness is the way to describe that.
Yeah, I think that's a technical term.
That is the technical
Skunky.
term?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, it makes sense. But Peroni has that. And the reason why is because it's either in a green or clear bottle. It's the sunlight. So
yeah, sunlight.
Something
like
I didn't
screws up
know.
the
I
flavor
knew
profile.
that the brown bottles, like, protected the integrity of the beer, but I didn't realize that that's what attributed towards the skunkiness.
Yeah. That, like, Corona is
interesting.
Skunkier than this for sure.
Yeah.
I've been looking at the demographics of our channel. It should surprise no one that on certain platforms it's mostly male.
Yeah.
And a couple of the female watchers are, our friends and family. But from last episode,
I don't think she's watching yet, actually.
Yet.
I know she saw our TikTok and was like, she followed our TikTok, and then I haven't seen anything else. She hasn't even told me anything. She's not even addressed me on it. I'm refusing to bring it up.
I think she's proud of her son. Because I've been posting shorts and things doing like hashtag Japan.
Yeah.
We have like a 7 to 8% Japanese audience. So all you Japanese people out there, we're here for you.
Yeah. No, that is true.
We're here
to
document and to understand your history and your culture. We forgive you for what you did.
Honestly,
We
though,
forgive you for what you did.
Honestly, though,
Shout
I
out
do
to
want to go to Japan. I've never been. I want to travel a lot of places, but I do think that Japan is one that I do want to put on my roadmap.
Can any of them sponsor us? Like big Japan, whatever that means. Could we be like a certified travel agent, travel influencer for Japan? There's actually kind of a lot of those. Dude, I would love to go to one of the...
I don't think we're like weeb enough, if that makes sense.
Oh, I could turn up the weeb.
Actually, you know what? We could.
I could do it if they're paying.
We could, but there's actually another demographic in Japan that I would, in a moment, tap into. Their motorcycle scene is sick.
Yes. Yeah, I love a classic vintage.
Their fucking chopper scene is insane. Some of the coolest custom choppers. Those guys are doing it fucking right. And then eventually, not even eventually, some of them even come over to California and have started shops. And they are incredible.
Yeah.
Honestly incredible.
It's like its own sub-genre of motorcycles is what they do.
They're really big on,
Japan.
Of course, chopped styles. They love a good pan head. They love a good shovel head. And I know that they're fucking spending hella money to get them bitches over there.
1,000%.
They're old. They're paying taxes on them. They're potentially having to have them shipped over. I know they're rare as shit. And the things that the Japanese do a really good job on. You see Americans, not necessarily on just choppers, but like they typically ride their bikes really lazy, right? We lean really far back. And we put our feet as far out as possible. So anytime someone like mimics someone on a motorcycle, they're like, ooh, oh, I'm riding a fucking motorcycle. And of course, this is kind of just that cruiser demographic I'm speaking of. I'm not speaking of anybody who's like doing street or sports bikes, right? Or stunts.
Like those people are losers. That's what you're saying?
No. I'm just saying it's like a totally different world that I know very little on. I'm just really speaking on the chopper scene.
Gotcha.
These guys in Japan, though, are like... they're
tight.
They're really tight in. They do high mid pegs, so their feet are like always like kind of like up like this.
Weird.
But it looks incredible. I don't know how it is. Their stance on a bike is just so unique.
Like a little cricket.
But yeah, and then the way that they move them, man, it's just killer.
That's awesome.
It's just killer.
Japan is so unique. I would love to.
And they all smoke, which is sick as fuck.
Yeah, and they live to 100 years old.
I wish. Honestly, I'd do that. I'd move to Japan and eat good and then smoke cigarettes and ride motorcycles all day.
Speaking of old people, another part of our demographic that I saw is that on Spotify specifically...
My mom! No.
On Spotify specifically, we had like 1 or 2 streams from someone, I don't know the gender, I suppose, of it's 60 plus.
Whoa!
So there's someone out here that's 60 plus listening to us.
Shout
out to that person.
Yeah, shout out to the old folks who are listening in.
You could be Japanese and old, which at this point is the golden combo.
I hope that we're us sharing our interest has some similarities with your own. Man, I'm just pouring over my mind like
what could a 6-year-old
could
bike
it be?
Booze.
But like, I mean, I guess beer, fishing, bikes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's all that gets a 60-year-old up in the morning.
That's
Beers,
it.
booze.
I mean, like, but if it's like a 6-year-old woman, it's like...
If it's a 6-year-old woman, it's probably because you're on this podcast.
I don't think so. I think it's because you're wearing that Youngless shirt. You're showing a lot of neck right now. Maybe. I do like that shirt, though.
My wife made fun of me that when I wear this type of shirt, she can see all the tan lines. Yeah. I'm not embarrassed by it.
No,
it's just
you shouldn't be.
I wear shirts outside. The sun is dangerous; gives you cancer.
It does.
Watch out!
It does.
It's after you.
Plus, you're like,
the collarbones. Collarbones are in right now.
Show you some neck.
Yeah, collarbones are in right now.
Now, what you should do is grow the chest hair out, where just like a couple of strands come out of the top front.
Oh, little tufts.
Little
I actually shaved it the other day because I think it's kind of strange.
Yeah. Like growing it out, or
yeah, I mean, I've always had it.
Yeah,
I am so hairy. I have hair everywhere.
Yeah,
it's so annoying. I hate it.
I wish
I really don't like it.
Was in some ways hairier. I have
on your
hair
body?
in specific places. Like I'm hairy in specific places, and then I'm just not. And I'm not referring to me just being bald. I'm not trying to make a joke here, but like my back is oddly not hairy, and then I have patches that are, and it's
patches are
annoying.
strange.
It's annoying as fuck, because it's like I can't just rock out with my cock out, and let the back hair just come in because it's uneven. It looks weird. It's like having a patchy beard. If you have a patchy beard, you don't want to grow it out. You got to shave that shit.
Yeah, 100%.
But if you have a full-grown beard, you can just let that shit come out. But
that's true.
yeah, it's the same principle with my back.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah, it's really
I
annoying.
have like little wispy shoulder and arm hairs.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Just a
everybody
little
gets that, like on the edges, like right here.
Yeah.
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 I get those a little bit, but like, yeah, I'm pretty full chest hair and stomach hair, but like my back is just like, it looks like I got radiation damage back there. I just got exposed.
Radiation damage?
Yeah, like part of like like they use the
people
UV
have
to
like
yeah.
Yeah.
I just
know
feel
what
like
you're saying.
I got a partial job done.
like a ghoul from Fallout 4.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I hated those things.
Well, fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes, anyway, all of our 60-year-old watchers and or Japanese watchers, shout out to you guys. You are our heroes. Chet has did you hit the go sleepy button?
I didn't. I left it alone too long, I think.
Okay. Chet has taken up the mantle, and he has decided that he is going to lead today's episode.
You didn't read that. You didn't read that.
No, I didn't.
You didn't read that.
I mean, yeah. He has been, I would say, strategically cryptic. He's like, he's almost giddy. He's like, I have a thing to talk about.
I am excited about this, and I'll tell you why I'm excited about it. I didn't know that I would be so excited about this until two things happened. One, so I started looking into this like a day or two ago, so I'm somewhat outing myself that I didn't invest the time as much as I probably should have. But one, the heist at the Louvre occurred.
Yes, it did.
And two, some of the accused members in this heist that I'll be describing, we're gonna be talking about the Lufthansa heist that happened in 1978.
Okay.
At the time, in 1978, it was the biggest cash heist to ever happen in the U.S.
Oh, wow.
A total of $5.875 million stolen. So
That's a
today's
good
money
amount.
is $28.32 million.
Wow.
$5 million of that was in cash, and $875,000 were stolen in jewelry. Estimated value of
Wow,
jewelry.
nice.
But the second point of why this is like something that I started reading into and then realized, holy shit, this is not based on, but the folks accused in this heist is from one of my all-time favorite movies, Goodfellas. I did not know this. I did not, just pure coincidence.
So the person who did the heist was also in Goodfellas?
So
or it was based off of it?
The characters in Goodfellas were based off of these guys. Now, of course,
Oh.
the reason why they were, while this heist was done by these folks who are being accused, because that's something else with this, is that it's completely unsolved.
Oh,
And you'll find out why it's unsolved. But yes, James Burke, and we'll obviously get into this here in a second. James Burke was the character that determined Jimmy Conway in Goodfellas, or Jimmy Conway was derived from James Burke, and he's basically associate of the mafia family, one of the big 5-name families in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And I'm probably going to butcher how this is said, but the Lucchesi family, or Lucchesi family, Lucchesa family maybe.
Okay.
But he was not a part of the family. He was just an associate to the family. Basically meaning
Cousin,
that
friend, hitman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll get there. But yes, Jimmy Conway in Goodfellas was played Robert De Niro, and then Henry Hill was played by Robert Liotta, who I think is actually passed on now. So,
Rest in peace.
But either way, some of my favorite, one of my absolute all-time favorite movies. Did not realize this. I was kind of just scrolling around on Wikipedia and realized, holy shit! These guys have done a shitload of crime. This is a drop in the bucket on some of the shit that they've done.
Wow.
And obviously, at one point,
Yeah, they're
this
like a
was
whole-
the biggest heist
Yeah.
in the country.
This is a whole Jesse James crew.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is the Bonnie and Clyde plus some friends.
Which is really crazy. Is I love how this story starts. So now we've already kind of discussed some of the big names, but we're going to talk about the God, dude, the name. You know what?
The Lufthansa.
Lufthansa Heist.
If it was German, I know these people are Italian. If it was German, it'd be like Lufthansa.
So it's
combine the syllables.
Lufthansa is an airline, and I think that they stole from a cargo, but I think that just the transportation occurred. It actually doesn't explicitly say why it's even called the Lufthansa Heist. I admit that I didn't Google it, but yes, that is specifically like it was taking place at JFK International Airport in 1978, and of course, just to reiterate, it was $5.875 million, or an equivalent to today's money of $28.32 million.
Yeah,
and that was as of 2024. But yes, so essentially, how this starts is a guy by the name of Louis Werner, who worked for the airport with another guy named...
he's got to have some people on the inside.
Oh, he's not listed here, but he should be. Another guy by the name of Peter Gruenfeld.
Grunfeld?
Gruenword. Peter Gruen... Why is he not listed? Anyhow, he was a coworker of Louis Werner. And... in 1976, they had actually stole $22,000 from Lufthansa 2 years before this.
And they're still working? So they never
got caught. It was determined later on.
Damn.
Because I will give another slip to the pie here, which is of this heist, of course, it remains unresolved. The only person who was charged at the end of the day in relations to this heist was Louis Werner.
Wow.
Which is really insane because
they just like kind of tied it back to him working there, and they're like grasping
and
at
assisting
straws.
by being the intel, the inside information, as far as like how they got this heist going. There's a couple of other folks. Obviously, there's like you'll see why. Obviously, that there wasn't. It was unresolved, but
I'm glad you got that earlier when you said that unresolved. Unsolved?
Yes. But 13 other folks are suspected to be...
So this is a big crew.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's
this
definitely
is
a lot
Ocean's
of folks.
13.
Yes.
In a sense.
However, there's only 6 that went in. There's 13 who knew of the heist. 2 of the which that we've started with is Louis Werner and Peter Gruenwald. I think it's Gruenwald.
Okay.
But they were coworkers. They were the ones who basically said, "Oh shit, there's a lot of fucking money in this airport."
Yeah.
And
how is there money at the airport?
So the cargo plane was moving cash and moving the jewelry. Oh. And so it had to have been like in like a shipper
shipping container.
It was actually in a vault. And we'll get into that in a second because it's kind of a key part of the heist. But yes, these 2 guys were like, "Oh shit, we have a good opportunity here." Mm-hmm. And Louis, he was a lot of things. He was in debt to the mafia.
Motive. Super motive.
A lot of motive there. At the end of the payout, they're estimating that most of the guys involved are going to get between $50,000 and $100,000. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of money, today's money.
A couple mil.
Sure. But Werner was he had owed money to a guy by the name of, where is he? Martin Krugman.
Crud or Krug?
Krug. Krugman.
That sounds like a mean person. That sounds like a person that would put your teeth over the curb and kick you in the back of their head.
Oh, dude. Krugman was Krugman is like, how do we relate this? Where in his world does Krugman lie, right? Louis Werner is like buying drugs. Uh-huh. He goes to Krugman and he's like, "I need money to gamble. I want to gamble." He owes Krugman $22,000. That's $104,000 today.
Pretty penny.
A lot of money. So Werner's like, "Hey, I need to like actually pay this motherfucker back, otherwise he's gonna beat my ass."
Yeah.
Krugman's not a part of the mafia. Krugman, however, he's just a bookie, and he gets a
Okay.
portion of his money. He does some work on the side for the mafia, but not officially involved in any way. But Krugman hears about, obviously, Werner comes to Krugman and says, hey, we got a great opportunity here, fellas. And, damn it, I fucked up. I should have said, we have a good opportunity here, fellas. For Goodfellas. Anyhow, that was really bad. But yes, so Krugman says, hey, you know what? You got a point. He and Peter at this point, Lewis and Peter at this point were like, let us know how we can help. We'll get all the information we can. And they ended up actually getting a lot of information over to them, and that's the kind of breadcrumb trail that ended up getting Werner in trouble.
So this Krugman guy like had the crew of guys, or Werner like kind of organically sourced? Like,
so this is what's weird about Krugman. Krugman is like not directly involved, but is involved. He hears this information from Werner, and Krugman says, hey, actually, and it is Grunwald. I'm actually seeing it right here. They just mentioned it a little bit. But Werner then takes this information, and he says, hey, actually, we need to go and tell James Burke.
Okay.
James Burke is a part of the mafia and is a big name.
Gotcha.
James,
so Krugman's like a consultant on this. He's like, well, this is a big job. I know we've worked together in the past, but like this is kind of above my expertise.
It's like Krugman's like, hey, I need like a better connect to an actual heist team.
Yeah.
And I have really good information.
I mean, he's a bookie. He's
and I know James. I know Burke. Burke's a part of the mafia.
Yeah.
And by a part, he is officially labeled as an associate of the family, but he's not a part of the family, the Lucchesi family. And basically goes to Burke. And the idea is that James Burke would then take this information, which this has never been confirmed, but James Burke would take this information, go to the family and say, hey, I need some guys. Can I have permission to go and do this? And of course, the family gets a cut of the pie as well at the end of all of this, right? So yes, he gets approval, and James Burke then basically gets a team in which that he selected Tommy Decimi, Angelo Seppi, Lois Cafora, Joe Manri,
all the Italian
and
names.
Paolo Lacastri. And I'm probably butchering the hell out of these
This
names.
is like a soccer
and
team.
Robert McMahon.
McMahon?
That is a
McMahon.
McMahon.
Okay, sure. McMahon.
But yes,
this is like a soccer team.
he then also gets his son Frank to drive, and then also another gentleman that it doesn't mention, but another gentleman who goes by the name of Stax. And you'll find out why Stax is important.
Okay. That's like his nickname, Stax?
Stax. His full name is Parnell Edwards. They call him Stax. Stax is another, I don't want to say he's a driver, but he's another part of the plan.
Logistics guy.
In which he is meant to be the guy who gets rid of the van. And that's important. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Okay. So this is the A team. This is Ocean's 13.
Yes.
This is the crew.
These are the guys, and these are all estimated of like who is actually part of the team. They know, I think from like surveillance, they know the amount of the size of the team. Oh no, I'm so sorry. From eyewitness statements, they have they have a count of who the entire team was.
Gotcha.
But of course, yes, they picked these folks. They all have various associations to the mafia, to James Burke.
Yeah.
But they're approved guys. They're the good ones, right?
Yeah.
I'll give you a little bit of a heads up. Parnell Edwards fucks up. He fucks up.
He's the guy that's meant to destroy the car.
He fucks up.
Stax.
He fucks up. Stax fucks up.
Come on, Stax. Get
Yes.
your head out of your ass.
Stax fucks up, and Stax fucks up. So anyhow, we start the height. It's 3 a.m.
So it's in 19 whatever it was?
1978, December 11th. So People are gearing up for the holidays.
And where
not
is
really even
this?
paying attention. This is in New York City.
Oh, is it JFK Airport?
JFK International Airport.
So it's cold out.
Oh, yeah. It's a little chilly, you know.
It's chilly. The winter's coming in.
Mariah Carey's not playing yet. I don't think she's alive yet. But they're listening to like, oh, God. That is James Dean. James Dean would be singing. So and especially James Dean or like, when was Frank Sinatra born? Oh, shit. We should probably.
I feel like Frank Sinatra's
later, you think?
He's old as fuck now.
He's old
like
as fuck.
80 something, I think.
But it's also 2025, and I always think it's like 2005.
He might be on the radio or something.
Yeah, we're getting there. But this is definitely the age and time. You know who at least actually? Elvis Presley. He sang Christmas music.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Elvis is definitely on the fucking radios right now. The New Yorkers are like...
There's no CDs. There's no nothing. They turn on the radio.
Hey, man. No, it's not even New York. What the fuck am I saying? I don't know.
Hey,
Mom. Not even a fucking Jamaican. Like, the Jamaicans aren't even around yet. Like, wait. But anyhow, yes.
Okay.
The heist. 3 a.m. December 11th, the heist.
3 a.m. JFK.
I love that in Wikipedia it says a black Ford Econoline van, which I go, who gives a shit about the van?
The brand?
Like reading
shout
this
out to
now,
Ford.
I go, shout out to Ford. You're assisting in the world's biggest heist. Congrats. You make vehicles made for heist. But yes, they basically, sorry, I'm going to continue to talk. I need a sip though because my throat is dry.
Oh, no worries. Man, heists are cool.
Heists are cool, and I don't think people talk about them enough. And maybe it's because they talked about them so much in the 90s and they made a bunch of movies. People are like, dude, heists are fucking annoying, but I love heists.
Yeah,
I think they're cool. So anyhow, yes. 6 guys show up in the Ford Econoline van at 3 a.m. And they go to building 261. And it is their cargo terminal. That's right, I did read this. And basically they break into the building.
Okay.
They're in with ski mask and gloves. They're all suited up. They're Italians in the 70s. They're not SWAT. They're not the SEAL Team 6.
I'm imagining them in like the Adidas fucking jumpsuits with the white lines down the sides, you know?
Yeah.
With ski masks on.
At this point, though, I would actually imagine more of like an Italian suit with some gold chains. Like that's really.
Do you think they're dressed in the 9?
No, I don't think they
up to the
actually are. It's probably they're just wearing like all black pants
I'm sure.
and a black sweater.
Yeah,
but it's like a designer.
Windbreaker.
It's like a designer turtleneck.
Yeah, you're probably pretty true.
He's got a single gold chain.
Yeah,
he sticks it in his shirt, you know. But anyhow, essentially, what happens over the next 60 to 80 minutes is the crew goes around the terminal. And the first guy they grab, who I honestly don't think it's too important, like who they're getting, but the first guy they grab, John Murray, who is an employee of I'm guessing Lufthansa. He gets nabbed first. They basically grab him, they pull him in, and they're like questioning him in like a little space of like, who else is here? Where's everyone else? Well, they know this information actually already, but
they're just getting a feel of.
They're getting all of the employees gathered, and so this is where all of our eyewitnesses come in, because nobody is killed.
That's good.
During the heist, not a single shot was fired, and they essentially systematically grab all of the employees.
Yeah, they wrangle them.
And until they get to the supervisor. And this is what's important because it takes like, if I remember correctly, it said like 30 minutes to get them all gathered up.
Yeah.
Right. And they
use a lot of ground.
They use this John guy to do it because they're like, hey, John, call out to your employee. Get him. Like, fucking do it right now. Right.
Yeah.
And so John's like, yeah, Jared, hey, come here. Come around the corner. And then they like pistol whip this guy, grab the supervisor. So. And of course the reason why it's important.
What a bad day at work.
Oh, dude.
Imagine I walk into work. It's 9 a.m. and someone just
not even 9 a.m.
clocks me.
It's 4 a.m. You haven't even had a full cup of coffee yet.
Yeah, I know.
Because they targeted shift change. They just got in there. Like these guys are like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, they're tired. They're sleepy.
I just had that fucking.
Imagine
kid,
like, oh, what's this fucking new guy want from around the corner, and then Glock to the fucking forehead.
John, god damn it! I bet you he doesn't have his fucking safety belt on. He's lifting with his fucking back, And then, bow,
bam.
Yes,
that's a bad day.
Clocked. They get like 3 or 4 of them. I want to say. Yes. So specifically, the one that we really care about the most, the guy who's grabbed. was Rudy Eyrich.
Rudy. I believe it.
Yeah, basically this is going through.
So Rudy.
Yes, Rudy Eyrich is, and the reason why he's important, he's a supervisor.
Yeah.
So they get him, and yes, yeah. And so they get Eyrich, and they got intel from our boy Lewis Werner and Peter Grunwald.
Uh-huh.
They got intel from them on, and this is actually what made the heist so successful, is that the security for the vault was really important. It had a dual gate mechanism. That you could not have both open at the same time. You could open both at the same time, and that was the idea, was that anybody trying to rob it would open the first one and then open the second one, and that sets off the alarm. But they knew this information, and Eyrich tried to get them to open one and then open the second one, and they're like, we know that that's going to set off the alarm. Get the fuck out of here. Close that shit and open the second one. And so that within the total heist was 60 to 80 minutes, but at like 4:21 is when they started basically breaking into the vault.
Okay.
And then of course from there, yes, they tie up all the guys. They pull the van around the front. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes. 4:21, they pull the van around the front, and then they had a crash car pull in with the van as well. Someone to like divert if like they get chased, like, you know, knock the fucking police cars out, right? Doesn't think it's a van.
Really?
Yeah. A crash car pulled in behind. Two gunmen climbed into the van as others climbed into the Buick, the crash car. And then basically
was that a thing?
Yeah.
I've never thought about that before.
Yeah,
a car,
like a divert.
like a sacrificial.
Yep.
Oh, so like just like a faster car?
Yeah.
Or a car meant to smash into police cars to disable them?
I think when they say crash car, it's like a burner car. Like you just crash the car. You get rid of it.
Oh, you just run it off the side of the road and, you know, I don't know. Could be stolen.
Correct. But they did split the money between the two vehicles. So
can't put all your eggs in one basket.
Correct.
Which is what Lufthansa did, and now look at where they are.
It's unresolved.
Unresolved.
But yeah, so they have the two vehicles, and then the employees are threatened by the crew.
Yeah.
Basically, shut the fuck up. Don't do anything. Don't call the police until 4:30. You have 9 minutes. Like, wait for 9 minutes to call the police. So at 4:30, the Port Authority police gets a phone call. And then now what it says from here is the drivers got away. There's no chase. There's nothing.
So there's just like a kind of black moment.
Drove off into the middle of the night. Were never found.
So they knew. So how did they like break into the vault? So these gates that you mentioned, were they gates just like doors, and then there was a vault, or the gates?
I think it's like
into the little vault.
So the vault is like just an open room, but then there's like two separate barricades.
Gotcha. Okay.
That are meant to open.
There wasn't like this fucking huge turn dial, and no one's like fucking listening.
Yeah.
None of
No,
that. It's just
none
gates.
of it.
And
was
so
just gates.
people can like look through the gates, and they're just like piles and piles of money.
I mean, maybe there's like a corner or something around it, but yeah, the
Holy
idea,
shit.
the whole
There's
purpose.
just a pallet of dollars.
Yeah, the biggest part of the. I mean, but it's also like a cargo terminal. If they didn't have fucking Lewis Werner, Mr. Sleazebag, I owed a shitload of money to another sketchy guy.
I don't know. I feel like this place was begging to be robbed.
I mean, it's 1978.
Like, imagine,
everything was begging to be robbed.
True.
Like
imagine
crime was different.
Like imagine you worked at Walmart or something.
Oh, yeah.
And where they would keep all the dollars was just like behind like.
Imagine it's like in
the
the deli section next to the butcher, and he's like, "Yeah, the money's through those two gates. Don't open both, though." You know, like
okay,
that would be crazy. But
so they open the gates and they get out. They're probably just putting cash in duffel bags, that type of thing.
Yeah, seriously, that's it. They put it all in bags. They threw it in the back of the car. Oh, I'm sorry, not in bags, boxes. But essentially, they left. They then met James Burke at an auto repair shop in Brooklyn. And then the boxes of money were removed from... I'm sorry, so this is where it separates into two vehicles. So it's not in the crash car. It's in the van. And then it gets put into two different vehicles.
Okay.
And
they take the dollars from the Ford Eco line. They drove to Brooklyn with, say, a half hour.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, then we're going to split up
Now
the money
we split the
switch
money.
cars.
And Stax is taking care of the van, and we have the 2 other cars that we're going to take. So Frank is driving one of those cars with the money, and then the other 4, or maybe it was 5, Manry, McMahon, DeSimi, and Seppi. So the other 4, yes, then drove away in the second car.
Gotcha.
So that's the heist. Heist goes off without a cinch. They don't have a problem, not a gun fired. I mean, it was successful.
There's no resistance through the gates, no problem.
What's crazy to me is that I'm pretty sure we didn't find out any of this information for like 30, 40 years.
You think?
Yeah.
Because you think the workers like didn't say
So
anything?
I'll
police
get
were
to
called.
why.
Okay.
I think that the aftermath of the heist is actually way more interesting than the heist itself. The heist goes off like
Literally like
with
butter.
no challenges whatsoever.
Yeah.
They're in and out. These guys are like, hey, we got fucking money now. We're gone. And they did it right. They got out, except for Stax. Stax fucked this up for everyone. So we'll get into
Fuck that guy.
the second part of this, the kind of downfall
Okay.
and why now we know all of this information and actually why we don't know more and why it's remained unsolved. I'll just keep doing that because I was nervous.
Unresolved.
But yes, so the next part of this is the downfall, the concern these guys have of now being caught. So, and funny enough, I'm actually going to say a pretty big name here in a second. Stax was basically told, your job is, he wasn't even a part of the fucking heist.
Yeah, he's at the safe house.
He was the 6th guy. He was at the automobile shop.
Yeah.
He takes the van that they just took, and his job is to go bring it to a junkyard to be destroyed.
Classic
That's it.
Italian thing.
But you ready for this? You know whose junkyard it was?
The fucking impound lot at the police station.
No, John Gotti's. The other, like, one of the most biggest notorious gangsters ever.
Yeah.
It's John Gotti's junkyard.
What the hell?
It was supposed to be destroyed at. Keyword there, supposed to be destroyed at.
Yeah.
What does Stax do? Just take a wild guess. What the fuck Stax
To me, I feel like he just, like, I feel like he drove it, like, in celebration. He's like, let's do a victory lap. And he drove it to, like, the beach and smoked some cigs looking at the sunset,
even worse.
sunrise.
Even worse.
Even worse than that?
Even worse than that.
Dude, Stax, you're a fucking moron if it's worse than that.
Stax drove to his girlfriend's house.
Stax
drove to his girlfriend's house. He's like, it's late, dude. I'm kind of tired. It's like 4 or 5.
It's 5. Yeah, 4 or 5 in the morning.
I'll just take it to the junkyard
tomorrow.
Later. Not even tomorrow.
Like later than that morning.
Later.
Dude, you fucking moron.
Oh, it gets even worse. So Stax parks the van in front of his girlfriend's house.
Just on the street.
On the street.
Yeah.
All the evidence and shit in it.
Ugh.
In front of a fire hydrant. Just begging.
Begging.
It's like it's literally like actually I need to do this, so I'll give this example. It's like driving around with your taillight out and your registration sticker's not on there yet. So
just begging for a problem.
You're just begging for a police officer to pull you over. So
I'm surprised. Okay, like in a circumstance like that, I'm surprised he didn't get fucking like murdered halfway through his time in jail. That's what fucking happens to dumbasses.
So, Stax goes to his girlfriend's house.
I hope he had a good time there.
And
imagine you wake your girlfriend up at 5 in the fucking morning,
idiot, dude. The police find it 2 days later. He leaves this van in front of his girlfriend's house for 2 days.
Oh my god!
And instead of getting rid of the van, he just pulls the plates off the van. He's like, I'm not going to take it to the junkyard.
So
I'm just going to pull the plates off. So and they'll never know.
He doesn't replace the plates?
No.
Dude, this is worse. This is the worst thing you could be doing.
Oh, I'm so sorry. He did not steal the plates. The plates were stolen, and it was reported when sitting in front of a fire hydrant. And so, yes, they basically find this van. I'm sure some traffic cop is like, what the fuck? This guy's driving this guy's got a black van out here. It's parked on the side of the fucking street in front of a fire hydrant. Oh, and the plates are stolen.
Yeah, this is...
So he runs it. Clearly, it's sketchy as hell. They find Stack's fingerprints all over the fucking van.
Oh, sure.
So they get all of this, and basically it just comes out that Stack's fucked up. They get a lot of heat from this shit, and Burks finds out. Burks is the one who ends up finding out and starts getting the whole crew bugged. So like everyone realizes things are getting weird. Like when you're driving around, there's like fucking cops following you around and shit. Like they kind of picked up on it.
Wow. So like Parnell or the Stacks must be ratting. Because how would the cops know about the crew?
Well, I'll read this and then I'll go back up because I think that this is an important aspect of why this came up. According to Henry Hill, who is not a part of the heist but is a family member, Burke became paranoid once he realized how much attention Stax's failure had drawn, and resolved to kill anyone who could implicate him in the heist.
Oh, whoa.
Uh-huh. So what does Burke do? Burke then gets permission from a capo in the family, Paul Vario, the Lucchesi family.
Uh-huh.
He gets permission from them to send DeSimi and Seppi to kill Stax.
Yeah, wow.
Basically,
Stax fucking deserves it. I'm like, dude, you can't be doing this so laissez-faire.
And they couldn't find him at first. They found his hideout. They went and shot him in the back of the head 5 times. Yeah.
Oh, 5 times?
Yeah, yeah.
Did they each shoot him one time?
Went to his hideout and shot him 5 times in the head.
Oh.
Dang. That was only 3. Seppi must have been like, ah!
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Dude, he's like, oh, dude.
They were probably really fucking pissed at this guy.
Yeah.
He got lazy. He was like, I just don't have to.
I would argue he had the easiest job.
He really did. He genuinely did. You just drive the hot vehicle to New Jersey, bring that shit to a junkyard, and get that shit taken out. Like, that's
simple.
it. Done deal.
Dang.
Right?
Ouch.
However,
I love how they found him before the cops.
This is in my opinion the most like clear cut, like, ooh, this is like you fucked up and like your consequences are catching up with you now. The most clear cut example of that for the next 12 murders. There's
12 more murders?
12 more.
Oh my God.
Dude, Burke goes nuts.
On a rampage.
He gets super paranoid.
Yeah.
And so basically,
because I feel like at that level, if someone found Burke out or the cops were involved with Burke, it could take out the whole family.
Oh,
in a way.
Yeah. Within 3 days, because of Stax, the FBI identified that Burke was the likely crew organizer, and then they established an informant in Robert's Lounge where they planned everything. I mentioned this earlier when we were talking about Cuddy. That was a direct quote from when they were trying to get intel by sitting inside, and all these guys were just ordering Cuddy in a water. But anyhow, point being is that yes, they bugged like nearby payphones to the bar. They bugged their houses. They bugged the bar. They got shit in there real fucking fast.
Yeah, cops were tuning in.
They specifically got very broken dialogue or a recording from Seppi, which is a brown case and a brown bag from Lufthansa. And then it says it's like very broken. Sorry. So a brown case and a bag from Lufthansa. ... I want to see ... Look where the money's at ... Dig a hole in the cellar. Inaudible rear lawn. Obviously, inaudible's like in brackets. And however, it was determined that this was not enough information to confirm that this was the crew, and so no search warrants were issued for any of the guys. That was the only thing that they had. This is actually
Which,
now
I
where
mean, to me that seemed like it was a command like hide the money wherever, like
yeah,
bury
fucking
it 20 feet
get
deep.
that shit out of here. And that's Seppi who's speaking that the FBI recorded as well. So yes, clearly these guys were like button this shit up, shut the fuck up and hide. Like
Yeah.
Stax is dead. We're all good. Shut up. Shut up and hide the money. Don't fucking spend it, right? Now what happens is see, this is where it's like it goes back into so this is where it gets weird. Stax is really the only official like crew member that was definitely killed because of the heist. Okay. However, it's speculated very heavily that then Burke gets paranoid that people are going to rat him out.
Yeah.
And so on December 18th, Stax was killed.
7 days later. After
Seven
the heist.
7 days later after the heist. The next murder was Martin Krugman, the bookie.
Yeah, bookie
who found it out. Basically, here's what it says. He's eventually murdered and dismembered by Burke and Seppi in Osario's fence factory after his increasingly nervous and angry demands for his $500,000 cut from the heist convinced Burke that he was about to inform the FBI.
Oh, wow.
So Burke was like, snip, 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 snip,
Yeah.
snip.
They killed and dismembered him because Krugman was like, "Where's my cut?" And they're like, "Shut the fuck up!" And they killed him. Damn.
And then, no, it wasn't him. I'll have to find out who that was, and then we'll have to go back to that because Robert's Lounge, also an interesting place. But yes, Martin Krugman was in January 6th, and then January 17th, Richard Eaton was killed. A name that we haven't even mentioned, but they were like,
he could have known.
So
he was the one that sold us the van.
He knew of the heist. He was uninvolved, but Burke tortured and murdered this guy.
Oh my god!
After absconding with $250,000 of his money in a fake cocaine scam. So basically, he like took some of his money from the heist and then was like doing this for their cocaine setup and a different thing. But Richard Eaton was then killed like directly after all of this, right?
Yeah.
Just a fucking month later. And funny enough, I'll come back to Richard Eaton and why he's important and actually why he's probably primarily mentioned here. So the next name is Tom Mentaleone. Oh, wait. I'm not even going to bring that up. Tom, however, was just another accomplice to Richard Eaton. He was also killed. He was killed.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
actually,
it sounds like if you were a friend of someone who may have known, you were killed. You were on the list to be killed.
Yeah.
Did they kill the fucking girlfriend of Stax?
No. They killed Joanna Kafora, which is Lois Kafora's another like heist member's wife. They killed her. Who they must have just like realized that Burke knew or something to do with the heist, and the FBI was probably why he killed them.
Yeah.
And then they killed the shift supervisor from the terminal. Yeah. Manry.
Poor guy.
Not Iric.
Bad
because,
day at fucking work.
He gave inside information and helped the heist, but Manry basically was offered an opportunity to turn the state's evidence and enter the witness program, and Burke had him killed. Wow. Manry is found dead in a parked car alongside McMahon, who was also killed 5 months after the heist, shot execution style in the back of the head. I think that a lot of these murders actually paint the scene that we've seen in all of the mafia movies, which is like, we're in the car through the headrest. Because the rest of these are like kind of in cars, just rabbit.
Yeah,
and
like,
then, of
hey,
course,
buddy, get in.
Yeah, May 15, Manry's found. May 16th, Robert McMahon is found. Another heist member is then killed. He was found dead in a parked car alongside Manry and shot execution style in the back of the head.
Damn.
Let's see.
And like by this time, the money was all owned by Burke. Like he did not give the money out to all the members. Or
no,
did they? Did they all split it up?
They didn't have the money. So this is where like the money's never been found. We don't really know definitively what even happened. But we have another heist member who's basically responsible to go, I need a cut of the money to go back to the family.
Yeah.
Paolo Castri. He was actually officially one of the confirmed. He was killed on June 13th, 1979. And he was killed because he was pushing for, I need my $200,000 cut.
Man,
his naked and bullet-riddled corpse was found discovered on a burning trash heap 6 months after the heist.
Oh,
dude, Burke
that
went.
One sounds bad.
Burke went
insane.
Nuts.
I'm
dude.
surprised. Like his family, you mentioned how he needed kind of family approval. The family wasn't like keeping him accountable.
Well, so at this point,
they were telling him like, "Oh, you got to kill all these people."
So, actually, funny enough that you bring that up. Because this does cause some family feuding, right? The five families,
the table,
they're like, well, it's like separate
yes.
generations of families, and then of course the head honchos, the capos, and those higher up meet and discuss, and of course they're like, bro,
the syndicate.
Yeah, hey, your guy killed my guy. What the fuck? Like this could start a potential war.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Talking about a potential war, Tom DeSimone, another heist member, they think he was actually killed unrelated to the heist. Burke trusted Tom, and as well as an associate, Henry Hill. But it was speculated that Tom was killed. He disappeared on January 14, 1979, and was presumed murdered for having carried out unrelated murders of 2 Gambino family members. So another family were then
this
killed.
Is fucking involved.
And basically no more DeSimone.
So that was on December 14th. So like, imagine you're like, yes, we pulled off the heist. 3
this
days
is
later.
January 14th, 1979. So this is years later. No, yeah, that's right. No, that is about a month later. Sorry.
Yeah. So he's like, man, I'm feeling good. And he murdered. Well, I mean,
yeah.
all these were bad people. I mean, like as soon as your name gets in someone's book, like you're getting a bullet.
And then we brought this up a second ago, which was like, what happened to like the girlfriends, right?
Yeah, the women and maybe kids that a lot of these people have.
They're part of the 13. Teresa Ferreira, who was a mistress of DeSimone's and associate of both Eaton and Monteleone, all 3 of those guys were killed.
Yeah.
Disappeared February 10th, 1979, and her dismembered torso was found floating in an inlet near Toms River, New Jersey.
Wow.
So and she disappeared on February 10th and was found on May 18th.
Holy shit! Like 3 months later.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
I mean, they were able floating. Just
they were able to identify who they were. The cops or whoever.
Yes.
But man, that sucks. Imagine just like you're Merck. That was the guy's name. The kind of family member in charge of all the killings.
Burke.
Not Merck. Burke. Imagine being like, well, we got to go ask the wives. We got to go ask the girlfriends. And they show up at their house, and maybe it's cordial. Maybe it's very Pulp Fiction. Maybe it's cordial. Maybe it's not.
Mm-hmm.
And they just go like, hey, do you know about this thing? And they go, yeah, someone told me about it. My, Giuseppe or my boyfriend told me about it. They're like, famous last words, killed. Mm-hmm. Like, all you need to know is to know, and that's the one checkbox that...
And I think that there definitely is like a she knows, but she's not here right now. We'll get her later.
Yeah.
We'll get her later. Like we'll just let her do her thing right now. We'll even console her, but if she runs her fucking trap, we'll get her later.
Yeah.
So speaking of
mercy.
Speaking of running your trap and then getting it later, Angelo Seppi. A few years later, actually. So this is where we start getting into the other murders that while there's 13 and they were related to this heist in some way or form or fashion, they don't think that Seppi's death was related to this. Seppi, it actually, I'm so sorry. He was killed by a hit squad.
I love how you're like, so he kind of was, he wasn't. Oh, no. He was killed by a hit squad.
Yeah, he was killed by a hit squad. I read so many of these, and there's so many of these different deaths that I'm like, so wait, I thought I had it in my head that this one was died this way, and then I go, oh, wait, no, that's right. Seppi stepped out of his house and he was murdered by a hit squad. And then the next listing is Joanne Lombardo, and you go, who the hell is that broad? That's Seppi's 19-year-old girlfriend who was shot in the mouth by said hit squad.
Yeah.
So,
man, it is kind of hard to understand what was heist related and what was just organized crime related. You know, it all kind of like is an interconnected web of people knowing each other. And you step out of line. You don't even have to step out of line. You just have to have a paranoid, crime lord and take you out.
And they think that Seppi actually was killed because he robbed a counter family's what do they call it? Actually, let me make sure I use the right words here.
One of the other 5 syndicate families.
He robbing a Lucchesi, so his family affiliated drug trafficker of thousands of dollars in cocaine and cash.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
So that's why they think he was actually killed, not in relation to the heist. So Seppi just happened to kind of have some blurred lines on, or maybe he got a little eager for the cash.
Yeah.
And ended up killing a bunch of folks.
What's also kind of interesting, you did mention that someone along the line was tortured. It's interesting that it doesn't take much to reach the point of like, oh, we're going to kill you. Like, it's not like, we're going to break all your fingers or we're going to threaten your children. It's just like, oh, you're going to kill. You're going to die.
You can almost tell, like, even though we're given a list of 13 people, you can definitely tell where it's like, oh, these guys within the first, like, fucking 3 weeks.
Yeah, they start dropping like flies.
Dropping like flies. And Burke is like, clearly has motivated reason to be pissed at them. Oh, yeah, James Burke definitely killed him.
Yeah.
Right. So one of those was Richard Eaton, which actually, I'm going to talk about Burke's son, Frank. He is the last name on our list. Completely unrelated, but he was murdered by his drug dealer over a botched heroin deal.
Dang.
Yeah. So
this
Frank,
is just
the
a
driver,
business of murder
with his son, he was killed in '87. So
okay,
clearly
so
this was like almost a decade later.
Yeah.
It's just short 9 years later.
Yeah, 8 or 9 years.
So just shy of a decade later, Frank was killed.
Deal. I mean, again, like to be murdered, to be killed in a thing like that, it must have been a lot of heroin.
Yeah.
It must have been a lot of money. You got your 4 guys here. You're talking to 4 other guys there, and it's just a shootout or something. And that's the movie.
Heroin at the time was kind of seen as like a dirty drug. Like I'm sure that it was like down by the family. Cocaine was like clean and
that's kind of the rich person's drug.
Fucking move on.
And heroin's for like homeless people.
But yeah, heroin was definitely looked down on. I'm sure that's why he had to even go to a drug dealer versus like just getting cocaine from his family.
Yeah.
But
same thing with crack and stuff. Yeah. We don't have to go down that loophole. But wow, lots of killings.
And it is the 80s, so we're starting to get into the war on drugs, so that the mindset towards drugs is even completely different. We're out of like the hippie stage.
No, yeah.
We're definitely getting into the like
Reagan's.
drugs are fucking bad.
Yeah. Man.
But yes, that really compiles all the bodies. All the bodies that ended up accruing or in some way are related to this. But the cherry on top, really the kind of head honcho in all this conversation is, sure, the heist occurred. It is not solved as far as who specifically did it, but there's 2 points here to be made. One is James Burke. James Burke does get arrested, but not for the heist. He gets arrested for the murder of Richard Eaton. The guy he tortured and murdered.
Yeah.
That is what gets him put away in prison for 20 years, and then he dies in prison.
Oof.
I want to say.
Ouch.
But I can look. I think that's actually
moral of the story: don't get involved with organized crime. Maybe Italian New York organized crime, because they are not afraid to fucking kill you.
Yes,
at all. You did your job, and your reward is a bullet through the back of the head.
Yes, he died in prison. But
that sucks.
The reason why we even know any of this information is Henry Hill. Completely, somewhat unrelated, but an associate. You've actually seen him before. But he is kind of like the the guy who made it out of all of this, let me finish my first thought on this. Actually, he's the guy who makes it to the end of the line for the kind of mafia or crime syndicates, and he flips. He's the one who ends up like kind of ratting and goes into witness protection.
Wow. So the rat got away.
Actually, let me double check that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he like became he went to witness protection and got out. But then, yes, of course, the whole family fell at that point. And then, of course, he's the one who then helped fill all the holes as far as like who did James Burke fucking get for the Lufthansa heist? And I'm sure he's like, oh shit, the heist? Yeah, I remember that. We fucking drank at Roberts right afterwards. It was great. That fucking Stacks idiot, right? You know, he's like, what a dumbass. He fucking, and they're like, what do you mean, what a dumbass? What did he do? And he's like, he went to his fucking girlfriend's house. Fucking moron, you know? Like, but yes, so Henry Hill is the one who, like, kind of fills in the gaps for the storyline because technically, that never was confirmed. And
from a cop's perspective, all that they are seeing is obviously there's the heist, money missing, Lufthansa's like, what the hell, help investigate. And they're probably not. They did bug and do things to people's houses, but I bet you their biggest clues was just this breadcrumb trail of dead bodies.
Yeah,
like how are these men connected to one another? Did their families were connected? Like some people's wives were also killed. Like this is going deep, and it's a long path to get to wherever the top is. And Hank Hill is like. Or whatever his name was. Henry Hill is like, sorry.
That's so funny. Though.
He's like filling in like, that guy knew this guy, and that guy knew that guy's family, and that guy went to cook out with that person.
James Burke's yelling at his son. He's like, "What? God damn it, Bobby!" You know, but he's like, "Damn it, Frank!" You know, like. But yes,
can't tell the cops, man.
Yeah, shut up. Damn it, Stacks.
And so So I imagine the money, the $25 million, the $5 million that they stole, that was like worth $25 million now. I'm sure it just went right into the family. I mean, it was probably used to purchase dump trucks or whatever else.
I'm sure it got separated. I'm sure it got dumped.
That's so funny. He has a very Italian. You mentioned somewhere in there that he was killed at a fence manufacturing factory.
Oh yeah.
Very Italian mobster type of
factory.
business.
Yes, yeah. But
they just laundered it immediately. I'm sure bought drugs from overseas or who knows what.
It's interesting that, I never knew that, and honestly, in the grand scheme of the mob organization, I'm sure that this was kind of just a blip on the map. Like for them, I'm sure that they did tons of hits that we have no clue that they even did, but. Really, these are the
bodies that they found.
This is the one that got really messy because James Burke went off the fucking rails, man.
Wow.
He was just like, kill everybody. And then, of course, he got approval from the Lucchesi family where the capo, Paul Visario, was like, yeah, dude, fuck it.
Go for it.
Dude,
I can't believe
he's like, I don't believe in loose ends. Fucking tie him up, you know?
That feels, I know. It feels really strange to give the green light on that. Because these other people must have been some way affiliated with other syndicate families. And I feel like if the idea was, well, we have to tread carefully.
Yeah.
Murdering 13 people plus their wives plus their girlfriends does not mean tread carefully.
Yeah. No.
That's what I would think.
No, I agree.
This is a wrecking ball.
Yeah, they were definitely painting quite a few houses at that point.
Yeah.
But
man,
I do think that this was kind of going into the cresting point of when the mafia syndicates, the crime organizations started to collapse. The technology that police officers were using at this point, like getting fingerprints, was huge at this time frame. So it was like nobody had to wipe shit down before. It's like
true.
I would probably equate fingerprints at this point was like DNA now. Right, we're getting to a point with DNA where it's like, holy shit, we can find out so much information.
Yeah.
All we need is a littlest amount. It's like that's hard to clean up.
You got to kill people. You got to kill someone in like a hazmat suit.
Yeah,
to like get away with it. Yeah,
yeah. You got to take like a bleach bath beforehand, or an acid bath beforehand, and then go kill somebody.
But even like, even if like, let's say there's blood on the floor in this garage, even if you bleach it, you clean it, you do 3 layers of bleach and you make it dry and it looks exactly like it does now. The cops can like dye it and find like the particles of red blood cells that may have been there. And they know that it was blood before and you cleaned it. It's bad. It's hard to get away with stuff.
That is crazy.
I would say like the only way to get away with like a murder nowadays, and no one's gonna know, if you just drove 3 states over and just shot someone from your car at like a truck stop. You just shoot like a lot lizard and you just keep driving. No one would know who you are, and like that's it. But that's not like fun.
Yeah, no, that's like
that's just so utilitarian.
That's not
and no
even
one's gonna
passion.
care to
Yeah,
do
that's
that.
just like I want to kill somebody and feel it.
Yeah,
you know, it's
that's
so
barely,
funny.
Barely exciting.
Have you ever seen the clips of Theo Vaughn? We've officially met peak white male podcasting. I've now mentioned Theo Vaughn. Sorry, but have you ever seen the clip of him talking about he knows a guy from Louisiana who's killed somebody, and he's asked him like, "What does it feel like?" And this guy's like, "It's a total fucking rush.
Oh, I'm
it feels
sure.
so good." And it's like, what?
I'm sure it feels good. Well, I mean,
That's
I'm not sure it
crazy.
feels good, but I'm sure it felt good to that person.
I don't know, Will. You just said that a little too fast.
Wow, man, that's crazy. Well, thank you for sharing that. I have literally never heard of that before.
Yeah,
And
I
you know
thought
what's
it
a
was.
fun detail about all of that conversation is that I have never seen Goodfellas. I have never seen Goodfellas.
I own it. We can go watch it right now.
Really?
I would play it.
Movie
I really
night.
would. Goodfellas is hands down. Goodfellas is like
Oh, it's one of the classics I've heard.
it's one of those movies that.
But I've heard Goodfellas 2 is better. Or like one of the later ones is like better. Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen the fucking movies, to be honest.
There's a Goodfellas too, so it's okay.
Okay. Oh, The Godfather.
I think you're thinking The Godfathers. Yeah.
Hey, but they make great pizza downtown. The Goodfellas pizza location.
Yes. But
Fantastic.
no. You should definitely watch Goodfellas. I think it's one of and I said Rob Liotta. It's definitely Ray Liotta.
I wasn't going to fact check you.
No, it's okay. I just realized it. But yeah,
all the
no.
Japanese and old people watching are going to fucking be writing
they're
us
gonna be
emails.
God damn it! Talk about Clint Eastwood. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think that's one of Ray Liotta's like best performances. Dude, I can talk about Goodfellas all night. We shouldn't do this.
Oh no, you're good. Well, I think that's a pretty good way to end. I would say we're about an hour and 10 minutes or so. So
Okay.
we got more filming to do, but thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you all, Japanese and old people out there in the world. You're only 60 years young. You have plenty of life left to live, and I'm so glad you're spending your life listening to our voices. We really appreciate it.
And we're just talking about things that you probably lived through and saw in the headlines at one point.
Oh, so true.
Was like, who the fuck is that guy? Like, what do I give a shit? You know?
You're tying. No, I mean, it's for sure. You probably may have heard of at least one of these situations.
You know, actually, I bet you
This
that they
would
heard
have
of
been
the heist.
big headline.
They heard of the heist. I mean, they didn't hear of the people who were like, "Oh my god,
Maybe not.
not Ray Liotta." But yeah, no, I'm sure that they heard of the heist and were like, "Wow, that's crazy! $5.87 million."
Yeah, that's not a small amount.
No,
That's
it's
impressive.
Not. No, it's not.
Anyway, guys, you guys take it easy. Thank you all. Please like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. As always, thank you all for listening.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good afternoon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.